What's going on, people? Let me give this a couple seconds for people to get in here. We are at the 1 yard line, trying to punch it in. DJ threw the ball away. I know they're not going to kick a field goal. Yeah, they only gave him one option right there. I would rather them give him more than one option. I don't like that play call. I don't like that play call. I mean, you got to trust your O line, but I feel like you got to hit him with a misdirection. But I mean, I don't care. We're at the 1 yard line. Our defense should be able to get a stop. They only got 3 points on the board right now. But that Panthers defensive line, that front, completely dominated us. Pretty much 3 plays in a row, 4 plays in a row. Oh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I like that we went for it, but our defense should be able to get a stop. They're at the 2 yard line. Come on. Yeah, that was offsides or maybe a false start. Yeah, okay, that's a false start. Okay, so they're going to start again at their 1.5 yard line. So we better not give up any points on this drive with them starting at the 1.5 yard line. There he gets 1 yard right there. All right, defense. The defense has a little bit of a different attitude. I'll say today. The defense today, they're coming with a little bit different of an attitude. They like they have some pride about themselves. Yeah, they've given up their drives and their yards, but it seems like they actually care. So 2nd and 9 here at their own 2 yard line, 3 yard line. They're at their 4. That's the end of the first quarter right there. All right, so through 1 quarter, we're down 3-0. I expected us to lose this game. Put together a nice drive, but again, the same old story. Missed opportunities. Same old, same old. We missed it by a little bit. Should have had a touchdown, but Kyle Rudolph stepped out of bounds. I'm not going to blame him for stepping out of bounds. I mean, his momentum carried him out, but we get the ball at the 1 yard line or at 2 yard line, and we can't punch it in. Had 4 straight opportunities to punch it in, and we couldn't. There's no point. There's no point in sticking with it, man. I mean, I understand your point. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, in the red zone, yeah, I mean, you want to get some misdirection. You want to, make people have to think, but I can't be mad with us just trying to punch it in from the 1 yard line. I cannot be mad at that. Our offensive line has to be able to get a yard or a half a yard. That's ridiculous. But I would have probably called some more misdirection. That play action with Ingram could have been a good play call, but they covered it perfectly. So once they cover it perfectly, it's either up to DJ to take off and run with it or just throw it away. And he just threw it away because he didn't want to get clocked in his head like he did 2 weeks ago. But again, if our defense gets a stop right here, we get the ball right back. No reason to This Panthers team doesn't look very good because we are one of the worst teams in the league right now, and we're completely handicapped with all the injuries. And it looks like they're probably going to have to punt this ball back to us. It's 2nd and 9 now. I think third down might be now or coming up, but we should be able to get a stop this deep in their own territory. I mean, we should be able to get the ball back. What's up, Tom? Yeah, I mean, we should be able to get the ball back. I'm happy that the defense is actually fighting today. Hopefully they don't fold again, but it looks like they actually care about what they're putting out there on the field. 2nd and 9 here. They're at their 4-yard line. Offense drove all the way down there. So, Sam Darnold is taking a snap in the end zone. So just get off the field right here. Jabril Peppers is in the slot. This is on. Then we get another drop. Yeah, they've dropped like 3 passes today. Chuba Hubbard with another drop. Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but Devontae Booker, I mean, he jumped pretty high. He still couldn't get in. The Panthers are just playing that. They just played that really, really well on the goal line. You're not missing much, King Tom. 39 right here. Sam Darnold taking the snap again. Pretty sure standing in his own end zone. DJ Moore right on James Bradbury. It's up to James Bradbury to get this stop. And I don't know if that was a fumble. I think that's grounding in the end zone. Sam Darnold just threw that to an offensive line. He just threw that to his offensive line. He just literally threw it to his offensive line. That's the intentional grounding. That's the safety. There we go. Intentional grounding. Give us the 2 points. Give us the 2 points right there. All we need is another intentional grounding. We win 4-3, and it'll be a scoregami game. All right. So our defense rewarded that offense for getting all the way down to the goal line. This is something we didn't see all year. I mean, the defense in past weeks has just been allowing guys to move up the field all the way down from the 3 or 4 yard line to score touchdowns and eat up the clock. So getting intentional grounding right here is pretty big for what we've seen, for most of this year. Shout out to Leonard Williams for getting some pressure right there and making him have to throw it. All right, so the offense will get the ball back. They had some nice rhythm that first drive. I like that they're getting the ball out of DJ's hands quick. They're keeping the defense off balance. So they're not really allowing those pass rushers to really tee off. And that's exactly, what we need. Coach Chaos always brings the heat, man. Coach Chaos always looks like he's hyped up. All right, so they're going to punt this back off to us on a safety punt return. Darnay Holmes is your returner. This would be a perfect time to have Kadarius Toney back there, but you know how it is. Darnay Holmes returning it back to the 20, back to the 30. Holmes across the 35 to the 37. That's a decent return right there. So the offense is going to have decent field position. We're about, 25 yards away, just 20-something, 25 yards away from being in field goal range. This is all we can ask for. I'm pretty sure David Sills is not active today. So there you go. Colin Johnson is probably active. Dante Pettis looks like he's active. But it looks like they're going too wide, 2 receivers most of the time. You got Evan Ingram down at the bottom of your screen. Devontae Booker just completely missed that cutback right there. That was a lot of yardage right there if you would have just cut the ball back. I don't understand what's going on with Devontae Booker. I have no idea what's going on with him, man. And then you got Evan Ingram trying to guard Hassan Reddick. I mean, I don't see the point of that. But Devontae Booker was so good. He was so good in the past. Right there, the Dante Pettis looking like Odell Beckham. He's down the sideline. That is crazy looking. That's crazy looking at Dante Pettis go across the field with 13 on, man. Definitely doesn't have the same explosiveness as Odell, but it's funny seeing that 13 go across the field. DJ taking off. DJ to the sideline. Picks up 9. I'm liking what Jason Garrett is doing with this offense, man. I'm really liking. Oh, so David Sills is active. David Sills is active. Okay, that's cool, man. They're not able to be aggressive with these defensive ends because we're running this option successfully. And as long as DJ continues to not take a big hit when he's taking these, I mean, we should run this all game. All game. Every run should be an option. That's a smart play by DJ. That's a smart play by DJ. To not pull that trigger, that probably was a dangerous throw. He was definitely outside the pocket. Oh, boy. We got Nate Solder down the field. DJ held that ball for a long time. So I don't know if I can blame that on Nate Solder because they probably expected that ball to be out quicker. Let's see what DJ sees on this play. He ran that option. It's regular RPO, but he held that ball for so long. Yeah, you can't really blame Nate Solder for that. It's funny how they don't call that illegal man downfield on the Cardinals, and they do that all the time. But whatever. Anyway, 2nd and 6. David Sills with a drop. David Sills drops the first down. Like it went right through his hands. It went literally right through his hands. Right through his hands. That's for a first down. I mean, like, we cannot continue to drop the football like this every single game. So it turns a 2nd and 6 to a 3rd and 6. Let's see if this line can hold up for us to be able to get 6 yards against this blitz that's coming across. Decent protection. Jones is taking a deep shot. That is pass interference. That is pass interference, but they don't call it. We'll probably take a field goal right here. Decent coverage, definitely, but the contact was definitely there. The contact was definitely there. So, Gano for a 49-yard attempt. Giants looking to put 5 points on the board and Gano right down the middle. All right, 5-3. How many times do you see a 5-3 score? Five to 3. How many times do you see a 5-3 score? Would this be the first 5-3 score if like this game ended in 5-3? Would that be a score, Gami? I don't know. This has been a very strange game. We have to lead that. We have to lead the league in drops though. What's going on, Word? What are we gonna do with Joe Judge? I don't know. If we get blown out a couple more times and the players just look completely done, Joe Judge is gone. But if we compete, if we fight every week and we look like we're being competitive down the stretch, Joe Judge will get another year. I mean, when John Mara signed Joe Judge, when he picked him up, when he signed him as head coach, he said this is not going to be a 1 to 2 year thing. So what does that mean? That means he said he was going to give him every single opportunity to succeed as the Giants head coach. And I mean, what do you expect at that point? I think he's going to get every opportunity to succeed unless you have a situation where he completely loses the locker room. We're losing every week by, double digits. The team looks bad. We can't compete. That's one of the times where you just have to step in and just call it quits. But he said he wants to give him every opportunity to succeed, which means you at least got to give the guy 3 or 4 years if you're going to do that. Which I understand. One thing I understand about giving him that extra opportunity, and I understand also, not giving him that opportunity because you think it's just that much out of hand. I definitely agree with that word. He makes a lot of questionable decisions that I don't like, but maybe it's just a matter of him developing as a head coach, and maybe in that year 3 he's a much better coach. But there is value in keeping the same leadership, for more than 2 years. You said everybody sounds like Eli. I say we got some people with a little bit of personality on the team. I would say Daniel Jones talks. He was down. He was 100% down at like the 15-yard line. What's going on? He was 100% down. What's going on? The referees, man, blow the whistle. That's got to come back. Thank you. Down at the 16. I'm like, the dude, how, like, you can't fall down and then just keep running, man. Like, that doesn't make any sense. All right. You got Bernardrick McKinney out there next to Tate Crowder, Lorenzo Carter, Quincy Roche out there. Nice play by Lorenzo Carter, coming up and making the play in that run game. Taylor Heineke making a man miss, throwing a bomb to McLaurin, man. That's crazy. Washington is making it happen against the Packers right now. Sam Darnold, little RPO. Robbie Anderson actually catches the ball. That dude just bounced off of the turf. What is this going to be? A 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3? These two teams are very similar. So 3rd and 3 right here. Roche back out there. What is going on? Okay. Looks like Logan Ryan swatted the pass away. Let's get a punt. The Giants are playing a pretty good game, but it's kind of hard to tell because the Panthers have been playing bad football lately. But you love to see them playing good football against somebody. Great break on the ball by Logan Ryan. I haven't seen him react like that in a while. All right, so the Giants offense will get the ball back again. Seems like we've held this ball the entire first half. That's a great tackle by the Panthers. That Panthers gunner on Jabril Peppers. But it seems like we've had the ball pretty much the entire first half. It's good to see Logan Ryan finally making some plays, though. So if you look at time of possession right now, the Giants are we're actually losing time of possession. It seems like we'll be winning, but 9:39 to 8:37 for the Giants. Oh yeah, there's a ton of similarities. I was actually on the Panthers podcast, and they pretty much feel the same way that we feel. They want Matt Rule fired. They want their GM. They don't like what their GM's doing. They have a lot of issues that they think need to be fixed, and they don't like the way their team's being managed. So it's interesting to see that because a lot of people on the outside think that the Panthers are headed in a good direction. Pretty sure the Panthers got the ball first, so we'll get it out of the third quarter. Also, something that Panthers fans told me was that they are horrible in the third quarter. So if we can get the ball back out of the third quarter and put some points on the board, that'll be something that's against them. Oh yeah, definitely, Irvis. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. But yeah, I mean, they usually have bad third quarters, and we'll see how that works out when we get there. Yeah, yeah, word. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I personally, I don't really like that the New York Giants, out of all organizations, decided they don't want to pay somebody a bunch of money. I mean, not that you just give your money away just because you have it, but at least take the guy in for an interview. If just bring the dude in for an interview. If you don't like him, you don't have to pay him the money. All he asked for was for them to be able to. All he asked for was for them to interview him, and if they hired him, to give him the same contract that the Panthers were giving him. I mean, the Giants were his dream job, and he just wanted to keep that same contract. I don't see a problem with that. The Giants have a ton more money than the Panthers do, and I believe they could have paid it. I mean, I don't see the issue. Like there's not much risk to it besides you actually giving up money, but it's not like it goes into the salary cap. And the win is to win, man. But we'll see who ends up being a better head coach out of these two. So far, I mean, if you look at win percentage, it's probably Matt Rule. I don't know. I don't know what their record was last year. DJ back under center, two wide receivers, play action, shot to Darius Slayton, pick up a 14, right across midfield, right there. Giants are moving the ball, man, way better than I thought that they'd be able to do against this Panthers defense. Great job putting Rashad Penny in there. He's always been a hard runner. I mean, Eli Penny, not Rashad Penny. He was a former Seahawk. Maybe I've always felt like Eli Penny, besides Saquon, was our best running back on the roster, and we might just start using him as a running back because they're not going to give Brightwell a chance. Let's see. Eli Penny back in the backfield and a shotgun. Rudolph across the formation. Another catch for Darius Slayton. I actually held on to the ball, man. I just get so nervous when I see these receivers in the open field because I always think they're going to drop the ball. So let's see, is that offensive pass interference or something? An eligible player downfield. The referees never call this, but they're calling it for some reason over and over again against us. All right, so 2nd and 12. That first down turns into a 2nd and 12. Two, got to snap the ball. Same play. Same exact play. This time to Colin Johnson, I think. Yeah, these are definitely baseball, soccer scores, 5-3. 10 rushes, 12 passes. Nice balance. This is the perfect time to get 7 right here. Empty backfield. Devontae Booker back in the backfield. All right, everybody get set. DJ just takes off. Hopefully he'll slide. I think that's going to come back, but good decision by him to take off. Why are they called? Why didn't they just blow the play dead if there's an illegal shift? Why didn't they just blow the play dead? I don't understand why they're allowing us to run plays. All right, 3rd and 10. 2 first downs taken off the board. 3rd and 10. Promising drive. That was another false start. They didn't call it, though, and we take a sack. Yeah, I mean, how many times the offense is definitely shorthanded. I mean, I don't expect how many times we're supposed to overcome penalties like this, and we just take the sack. Good thing is we're playing a good game of field position, and we're going to probably pin them deep again. Keon Crossing, they did a good job getting downfield, but couldn't make that tackle. So, regular Giants game. I mean, it seems like the first couple of weeks, whole bunch of missed opportunities. You couldn't really complain about their effort the first couple of weeks of the game, but definitely a bunch of missed opportunities. I mean, penalty. We overcome the penalty. We overcame penalties twice on that drives, and then we overcame. Then the third penalty pops up, and at that point, it's just too much. I mean, you can only overcome so much, especially when you're missing your top 3 receivers. I mean, Galladay, Shep, Tony. It's tough to overcome things when you're missing those guys and you're missing your tackle. The Chiefs are getting mollywopped by the Tennessee Titans right now, 17-0. And I'm guessing Derrick Henry's going to run the air out of the ball now. Yeah, the offensive line stinks, but we're also missing our starting left tackle, starting left guard, and starting center. So we also had to move our right tackle to left tackle. So, I mean, I don't expect this offensive line to be that good at all. This is why I didn't even expect us to be in this game at this point, but the Panthers are playing some bad football. They're not playing good football at all. The Chiefs are looking they're looking bad right now. I mean, as far as the season, like they are. Let's see the standings. They got some pretty good teams in their division, and they've been losing some games. Chiefs are 3-3, on the verge of being 3-4. Raiders and the Chargers are up on them. So yes, it's crazy. Yeah, Daniel Jones is doing all he can. Meanwhile, we got Sam Darnold back here under center. Play action. Come up and make that tackle. Great to see two people. You got to make that tackle. You got to wrap them up. They came up and they hesitated. You let them get an extra 3 yards. Now you're on a 2nd and 5 instead of second and 7. Panthers are also missing their left tackle. Yeah, we got a running lane right there. This will be a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1.5, it looked like. I mean, the Giants are allergic to prosperity. Every time it looks like they're going to do something and dominate a game, they have to commit a penalty because they start to panic. 3rd and 1 here, if we can get a stop here, these past 2 plays don't matter. Get up, press them, be physical, see if we can stop this. I think they'll probably run it here. They feel like they can dominate us at this line of scrimmage. Let's see if we can prove them wrong. We got Ragland in here. We got Tate Crowder in here. Play action. Wow. And that's DJ Moore. Yeah. Sam Darnold kind of extended the play, made a nice throw. Yeah, Bradbury just kind of trailed and he kind of eased up because he thought he probably couldn't make that throw. Probably wanted him to throw it behind him and maybe he had a shot at an interception. But that's just a good play by Sam Darnold. Play action again. Another throw to DJ Moore, and they're not tackling again. Yeah. This Giants defense has got to start tackling. They got to start tackling. I mean, they have to. I didn't take DJ Moore as the type of receiver to slide in the open field, though. He's always been a physical guy. And now they're going back to the run game and Chuba Hubbard for 7. I don't know who that is at quarterback for the Jets, but he just threw a touchdown. Come on, guys. Got to make the tackle. Yeah, this looks like the drive where the Panthers will probably get into the end zone. And I don't know why I'm starting to let them, trick me into thinking we have a shot at beating the NFL team. I let them do it. We missed so many opportunities. We should have like 21 points on the board. But again, same old song. 1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. Robbie Anderson is one-on-one with, I think that's Adoree Jackson there. Adoree on the blitz. Wide open Hubbard for a 1st down. Sam Darnold is finally getting into his groove. 11 for 15, 79 yards. I don't think he's thrown an incompletion on this drive. At least they deliver some blows to him. He'll feel that definitely. 5 for 5, 55 yards. Is that Danny Shelton? If that's Danny Shelton in the game, I expect us to give up some running yards. Look at Aziz making a play in the backfield for a loss of 3. Let's see if the defense can stand up and make them kick a field goal so it becomes 6-5. That'd be a crazy looking score again. Baseball, hockey, soccer score. Second and 14 here. Play action, Sam Darnold. He's got all day. Dexter Lawrence got held so badly. They actually called it for the first time. But that dude got held, man. Like, that was ridiculous. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Panthers. He did a good job selling that too because he threw his whole body back. Yeah, he had no shot at stopping Dexter Lawrence from getting to where he was going to get without holding like that. All right, so the Panthers will be on a 2nd and 24. Perfect chance to get them to kick a field goal. Way too much time. Oh, and he throws an interception. James Bradbury. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my God, that's crazy. Man, he fumbled the ball. That's crazy. All right, so we got the ball back. Defense stood up. 8-6. That'd be a hilarious final score, man. Like that'd be hilarious. If we would have lost that football, man, if James Bradbury would have fumbled and we lost it, I was gonna be so angry. I was gonna be so angry if we would if we would have lost that ball back. All right, so we are dominating a 5-3 game. That just shows you. I mean, we should have literally like 20 something points on the board. We're at 5-3. I'm sure there's been a game that's ended 5-3. You think so? Yeah, Darnold is playing some bad football. I didn't think that he would be playing this bad. That was definitely a bad decision. I don't know if that was a miscommunication or something. Like, what's worse than a dropped interception in the red zone? A dropped interception. I mean, a caught interception and then a fumbled interception. That'd be crazy. All right, DJ back under center. John Ross coming across. Devontae Booker again, tapping in the backfield. They're not blocking for him at all, man. Like, there's nothing for him to do. Yeah, Bradbury's been making some nice interceptions and like a couple of crucial times, but he's definitely not been playing coverage as good as he has in the past. I'll definitely say that. Right there, Slayton across the middle on the slant. Slayton has made a couple of nice catches. It's slow to get up right there, though. But compared to last year, I mean, Bradbury didn't give up anything. Empty set again. Decent time. Oh my God. I was about to lose it, man. I was about to lose it. Why does he even throw it to Evan Ingram right there like he's going to hold on to the ball? They call pass interference right there. Oh, man. A lot of times they've been interfering with Ingram. They just don't call it. But, I mean, it's just always been a bad thing when the ball goes his way. 2:14 left. The Giants are driving. They're on 40. Play action. Decent protection again. Look at John Ross. And can I get a John Ross for 14? DJ's been playing well this first half. Decent protection. Nice protection by Parrott. One-on-one with Hassan Reddick. These Giants wide receivers are doing their thing, winning their one-on-ones. See, the thing is, the Giants offense has been moving the ball. I mean, they've been moving the ball pretty well. So has the Panthers at times, but the Panthers turn the ball over. And the Giants, they just can't score in the red zone. And they get way too many penalties when they're, on the brink of scoring. Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest issue. If we could score in the red zone, I mean, we have won a couple of more games than we have. That's the big problem. I'm glad we at least went to Rudolph early on. Maybe we go back to him in the red zone because it seems like it took all these guys to get injured for us to go back, for us to finally go to him. So we'll be inside the 2-minute warning. Hopefully, we could be the team that scores in the final 2 minutes instead of allowing that kind of thing. That's the difference between good and bad. Oh yeah. Well, no, everybody in the NFL doesn't move the ball, man. That's the thing. I mean, we have times where we can't move the ball, especially last year. Um, you got to score in the red zone, though. That's 100% correct, though. You definitely got to finish in the red zone because I mean those yards mean nothing if you can't finish. Because the Giants were top 10 in yards, but they weren't putting up that many points. I don't know where they are with yards after last game, but before they were top 10 in yards. You see that 42 points allowed in the final 2 minutes of the first half, 0 points scored. Negative 42-point differential in the last 2 minutes of the first half. That's what the Giants do. So let's change it. Another play action I'll see here. Devontae Booker, 1 yard. I know he didn't take the ball from him. $143, $142, $141, 2nd and 9 here. Just across midfield at the 44. Another play action. DJ's going to throw it off his back foot. I don't know what happened there, but luckily that cornerback fell and didn't have a shot at trying to break on that ball. Looked like a miscommunication between him and Darius Slayton. And it's looking like this drive is about to stall out. as soon as we get past midfield. Jeremy Chin is all over the place. They called intentional grounding right there. I mean, I'm pretty sure DJ was trying to throw the ball away and he got hit. Whatever. Yeah, that's a bad call. I mean, I'm just straight down the middle. That's a bad call. Third and 19. Basically killed another drive, man. Like, that's a bad call. Third and 19. The Giants will probably just run a draw right here or try to throw it short. All right, Evan Ingram. Just don't fumble. Right across midfield. We'll kick it deep. Make them use a timeout. Apparently, Patrick Mahomes is playing bad. The Titans are beating the Chiefs 24 to nothing. Mahomes, one interception, one sack, two fumbles lost. All right, let's see if we can down him inside the 5. What are you doing? We might have had a shot to down him inside the 5, but Keon Crossen just ran to the guy instead of running to where the ball was. Now let's see if this Giants defense cannot give up a score in the last 2 minutes of a drive. I mean, we've done it every single week. Wow. Come on, Pep. You got to make that tackle, man. He still took that sack. He still took that sack. Sam Darnold is awful. That is like a really bad play by Sam Darnold. He wasted all that time. And now Sam Darnold is probably going to have to come out of the game. Looks like he was limping. All right, second and 13. Giants defense looks like they're going to actually step up in the second quarter. Third and 7 here. This is where you make that stop. Sam Darnold's going to take off. Think he's going to run. He throws it, and he drops it. We got to stop. That's a drop. Nice play by McKinney. This is going to end up just being a kneel out. Yeah, we're not in range to get anything out of it. All right. So it looks like it's going to be 5-3, and we'll have the chance to come out of this half to try to put some points on the board. The Panthers have been really bad in the third quarter this year, and we'll see how that, you know, translates to this third quarter for us. The Ravens just make it look so easy, man, with all backups. Yeah, this will definitely just be a nil, and then go in the half with the lead 5-3. I hope we win this game 5-3. Pretty much identical stats besides the passing yards, I guess, for the Giants and the Panthers first half. But really strange, 5-3. I'm actually looking up the Panthers third quarter stats because I've heard that they've been bad. I guess they're just slow coming out of the half. I'm looking for actual like stats for what they've been outscored 48-7 in the third quarter. So take from that what you will. It seems like they're struggling. I don't know how this team, some reason, like always gives us like a reason every couple of weeks to just be like, oh, there's actually hope in winning a game. There's actually hope in it. I don't get how this always happens, but they always keep us on our toes. But what are you guys thinking for the second half? You think we'll win this game? You think we'll collapse? Do you want to win? Are you trying to tank for Thibodeau? Some things I like is that the defense is actually showing some effort. They're actually trying to tackle a little bit better. It's still missing some, but they're flying around. They're showing a lot more effort. It looks like whatever the coaching staff did this past week is actually translating to some more effort on the field. And the offense is, I mean, the design is getting guys down the field. I've liked the idea of using the RPO early and often. I can live with the man downfield stuff if it means we can move the ball down the field. I mean, the RPO is keeping that pass rush back. You see, when we went away from it, get sacked on third down. Hey, we all appreciate that. Because I definitely would like Kayvon Thibodeau, but I also kind of want to win. I think at this point, like the big picture stuff is kind of out of the question, but you kind of still want to win every week. So let's check out what's going on for the rest of the league. If you look at Falcons up 13-7 on the Dolphins, shows you how horrible the Dolphins are. Packers up on Washington 14-7. Bengals and Ravens tied up 10-10. That's one of the games I was definitely looking forward to. Jets losing 24-7. Zach Wilson got hurt a little bit early in the game, and the Titans are beating the Chiefs 27-0. So that's what's going on. For the early games so far, I don't see the Chiefs coming back. I don't see the Jets coming back with their backup quarterback. I don't even know who that is. I mean, somebody, Matt White, I don't know who he is. And the Patriots just scored another touchdown. So it's 31-7. They're not coming back. Falcons. That's tough. Do I expect them to hold on to the lead against the Dolphins? Yes, but they're also the Falcons. And hopefully the Bengals can hold on to this lead against the Ravens. So I'm definitely rooting for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. That's ridiculous that Aaron Rodgers made that throw to Devontae Adams, though. That's just a ridiculous throw. The Dolphins are so bad. I know Derrick Henry did not throw a touchdown. That's actually a pretty good throw, too. Yeah, David Sills completely killed that drive for us by dropping that pass. Like, completely. DJ has been playing some really good football, though, like, under these circumstances. Let's look at some of these stat lines, too. Derrick Henry, 17 attempts for 52 yards, only 3.1 yards per carry. The over-under for Derrick Henry's yards for the game, rushing yards was 127, 124, something like that. Right now, it doesn't look like he'll get it, but he still has some time for some long runs. Why aren't they going to show the Giants drops? They're showing Sam Darnold's drops, but they're not showing the drops for the Giants. Yeah, Slayton has been solid today. Let's see how many yards he has. He's made a couple of nice catches. 4 targets, 3 receptions for 46. Couple of 14, 16. Decent game he's having. Dante Pettis had a nice catch across the middle. But David Sills has got to catch that ball, man. You get promoted up to the active roster, you got to make that play that comes to you. Came right to him. It wasn't like a play he had to stretch out for. It hit him right in stride. Kadarius Toney would have put up around 250 yards on these dudes, especially with Kenny Galladay and Shep out. Yeah, Kadarius Toney would have destroyed this team. You bet Panthers to win by 3 points. Um, that's possible. This is looking like a weird scoring game. So whoever wins, I don't know how much they'll win by. But again, the Panthers have been outscored 48-7 in the third quarter. So we'll see if these trends continue. The Giants didn't allow a score in the final 2 minutes of this second half. So we'll see if the Panthers can kind of break what's been going against them. Let's see what Scorigami has to say about the Giants and Panthers game. So if this game is 13-5, the Panthers win 13-5. That will be a Scorigami. Wouldn't be surprised if a team won by a half a point the way that they're scoring today. I want to see a team win like 6-4 or something like that. Like a team gets two safeties and then the other team gets a touchdown and goes for it and misses it. Looks like some of these other early games are coming out of the half. Packers, Washington. Packers are kind of struggling with Washington right now. Let's see if it's yeah, Aaron Rodgers has been sacked 3 times. Jonathan Allen has 2 sacks. Montez Sweat has 1 sack. Chase Young has 1 pass defense. Their kicker blew it. Blew one of the field goals, missed the field goal. Heineke, 49 yards rushing, 68 yards passing, and a touchdown. Only 9 pass attempts in the first half, though. Aaron Rodgers already has 23. Packers kind of dominating time possession right now. 194 total yards, 153. Packers already in the red zone. What just happened? Heineke just fumbled the ball, and the Packers are set up to score right now. I thought that Vegas was crazy to say that the Panthers were 3-point favorites. I thought it should be by more, but they are not playing good football. Yeah, Darnold isn't. He doesn't look that good. But the Giants are getting the ball out of the half. Darnay Holmes is deep again. He's looked pretty decent returning some of these kicks. But let's see if they'll just kick it through the end zone. I think that's what they'll do. Just nail it. All right. So they'll start at the 25. It's just so automatic with some of these teams that they're going to score in the red zone. I mean, I look at it, the Packers get the ball in the red zone, and I go away for 2 minutes, and then they already got another touchdown. So they're up 21-7 on the Washington football team. DJ 13 for 17, 133. This will be a handoff. Fake. That's a drop by Slayton. Ball was a little low, but definitely a catchable ball. But it seems like Jason Garrett has kind of found his bread and butter with that max protect play action. Usually hits the guy coming across the field. Shotgun set again. DJ holds onto the ball and they sniff it out. So this looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out here. 3rd and 13. It was a bad read, but I mean sometimes it works. Shotgun 3rd and 12. See if they can hold up a little. This offensive line has not been able to hold up in any situation where they don't have any misdirection or play action going on, and we'll punt. Yeah, they could not deal with that stunt at all. Will Hernandez has been horrible his entire career with these stunts, and was that even him in the game? I don't understand why we have. That looks like a bad punt. All right, they'll start at the 37. This offensive line is a huge handicap, and one big reason why it's going to be hard for us to score some points. It's been a it's been a typical game that you would expect. We find ways all the time to dominate opponents and be winning or losing. I mean, we're winning by what, 2 points? We should be winning by double digits, and we've dominated this game. But of course, when you can't execute when you absolutely need to, and you bite yourself in the foot, or I guess that bite. I don't know what the saying is. When you shoot yourself in the foot, at least you're not going to be able to win a ton of these games. And people were blaming People were blaming Solder, but why are we putting in I think that was Matt Skur or somebody 69 at right guard? I mean, I don't see the reason for that. Why are we just switching guys around just for the sake of it? But I mean, I didn't expect this offensive line to hold up at all. We're missing literally everybody on that line, so it's going to be hard to hold up. I think Matt Parrott was definitely doing a better job. Great contained by Leonard Williams and made that tackle on accident. McKinney seems like he's making a couple of nice plays in the run game, though. He's done a good job, sending stuff back the other way. A lot of Aaron Rodgers. I don't know about that. He said, huh? Nice throw under pressure by Sam Darnold to DJ Moore across the middle. That pressure was definitely in his face, but he made a nice completion. Austin Johnson was a step away. Leonard Williams on the edge again, trying to hold up against this run. Nice bull rush, and he's in the backfield, but it's too late. Sam Darnold for another 7. Imagine if this was Christian McCaffrey catching these passes instead of Hubbard. Zoe Carter back in. Leo back at that 3-tech spot. They're going to run this. Nice play by Benardrick McKinney. Nice play to stand him up right there. I haven't seen him miss a tackle yet. Haven't seen him miss one yet. Third and 2. Whole playbook is open for him. 3rd and 2 in the shotgun. Leo, you got to make that sack. And Ojulari comes and wraps it up. I think they're going to give that sack to Ojulari. I think they got to give that to Ojulari because Leo completely missed it. He didn't. He was pretty much unblocked. Pep is going to take that and be aggressive. He got hit, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Let's see what that's on. I think that's on their side. Okay, it's on our side. All right. Either way, the Giants got the ball back. I'm not going to be too mad. We got the ball back. We're going to have it on 1st and 10, not 1st and 20. So it's up to us to get something going with the ball. We have, but those tackles can't block. They can't block on the edges. Those tackles and those tight ends are getting abused. I mean, Caden Smith and Rudolph are decent sometimes, but at the end of the day, we just pretty much just get bullied across the entire line. Yeah, he doesn't have a line that's missing his top three receivers. If we just had, I don't even know. I mean, I guess that your X factor is Kadarius Toney. I'm guessing if we had Kadarius Toney, we'd have a couple of touchdowns on the board, only because he's so great at extending drives. Same thing with Shep, but I mean, Tony can make something out of nothing completely. And yeah, and I wouldn't even consider that a drop because they called that pass interference, and I'm not even sure he touched the ball. So he might, literally not have any drops. And people laugh at the McKinney signing. But it seems like he's doing better than what we had there before. I understand your frustration, but where was he supposed to run on that play? Like, I don't know where he was supposed to run on that play. Oh, that's what you might be talking about, a wide open drop. You got to catch the ball, man. I hate that stuff. Oh, you got to catch the ball, man. They keep putting DJ behind the chains when he's not even making bad decisions. He's not even throwing inaccurate throws. He's just, and now they're missing another corner. Let's see if we can make something happen here on 3rd and 12. I'll run another RPO because they know that they can tee off on this offensive line on 3rd down. If we can get this ball off, Evan Ingram in the flat, cutting back inside, cutting back outside, making another guy miss, we're gonna be 5 yards short. We might be the first team to have scoregami in back-to-back weeks. Again, the Panthers have been outscored 48-7 in the third quarter. Meanwhile, we have not scored anything. The Panthers haven't scored anything either, but we haven't scored. And the Panthers will have some confidence if they can get out of this quarter without allowing a touchdown. Look at Keon Crossen running the field, and he misses another tackle as a gunner, but he's covering the field for sure. I don't know if that was Crossen, that was 31. It might have been somebody else. But whoever that was really got down the field. I've never seen a team like dominate so many games the way the Giants dominate and somehow lose on the scoreboard. Scoregami is when there's a score that has never ever happened in the history of the NFL. So last week, Our score has never happened in the history of the league. I'm not sure if there's ever been a game that's been won 5-3. Maybe there has been, but I know if you look at the Scorigami account, it says that the Giants have a 10% chance back 30 minutes ago. 10% chance of getting a Scorigami. Their most likely Scorigami is a 13-5 score. So, yeah, I guess the most likely Scorigami would be the Panthers scoring, getting the 13 points, and us staying at 5. Hopefully, we can get in the end zone today. He said, "Wake up." All right. Adoree Jackson lined up on Robbie Anderson, came up and gave up 5 yards. Yeah, I'm imagining that Bengals Ravens game is good. Yeah, Barkley and C Mac have missed a ton of games. Ton of games. The last 21 games, 4 games played for McCaffrey. Last 21, 5 games played for Saquon Barkley. That's ridiculous. Come on now. Come up and make a tackle, man. You got to make that tackle, Ragland. You got to wrap him up. You're worried about blowing somebody up. You got to wrap him up, man. I would have bet that their running back would like go over 100 yards. Robbie Anderson in the slot. Roche with the press, and that's just an inaccurate pass from Sam Darnold. He had Tommy Tremble, I think. I don't know if that's Tommy Tremble, but he had the tight end wide open right there. He just missed the throw. All right. Yeah, 3 and out after 3 and out. That's the story of the game. Except the Giants, for some reason, seem to go 3 and out because of drops and penalties consistently. And it seems like our defense is actually stepping up a little bit. So, 4th and 2 right here. Watch the fake. See if we can get some return yardage out of this. Peppers has been aggressive so far trying to get returns. All right. Again, Peppers is being aggressive. I think we're going to start at what, like the 35, 30. Looks like we'll have decent starting field position. Yeah, it looked like Peppers might be hurt. He's been aggressive here. I mean, that's just something that could possibly happen. Definitely possible to happen, man. I don't know what happened to Pep. If he just got the wind knocked out of him, if it's a rib, who knows? Maybe he fell the wrong way. Looked like he got driven into the ground, kind of. Hard to tell. Who knows what's going on there? Yeah, it looked like it might be a rib. I'm not sure though. This is ridiculous, man. How many guys are injured though? Seems like every week we see Sterling Shepard on the sideline in his street clothes cheering. How does Daniel Jones feel going into that huddle, looking at the bums that surround him? Like, how does that feel? Jones makes Burns miss, caught for that first down. That's a catch. Slayton on the sideline. That was a nice move to make Burns miss. Nice play by Slayton. Screenplay, and that's just shut down right there. Seems like they're staying in man coverage a lot. So at this point, you probably want to start to take some shots on some of these crossers, on some of these max protect play actions. They're playing a lot of man coverage, so these screens aren't going to be open underneath. Second and 14 here. Another throw where Pettis runs backwards. Why did Dante Pettis run backwards? I have no idea why he decided to do that. Anyway, third and 13 here. You see these two pass rushers ready to tee off on the edges. Booker takes off. Booker across the side. That's a nice play by Devontae Booker, man. That's a nice play. That's a nice play by Devontae Booker. See, if you give him a little bit of space, man, he'll do something. They just threw it to Daniel Jones. Look at Daniel Jones. Oh. Look at Oh my god. Man, this is my quarterback. This is a dog right here, man. Hey, this dude is a dog, man. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. This dude, Daniel Jones, is a dog. Oh man. This dude Daniel Jones is the most interesting quarterback. Man, this is crazy, man. Man, that's ridiculous. How did he catch that, man? And he got hit in his helmet and everything. That is crazy, man. People were saying to throw the ball to Daniel Jones, except they thought it'd be Kadarius Toney throwing it to him. Well, if you look at our history, anytime we make plays like that, we usually lose the game. One thing I'll say is Daniel Jones is definitely a football player. Most of those quarterbacks, if they saw somebody coming over the top to lay them out like that, they would have definitely pulled up. And I couldn't blame them if somebody pulled up for that. Second and 8 here. Second and 8. Slayton just caught a 2-yard pass on first down. DJ up the middle. Hold on to the ball. He's got to start sliding, man. Every time he goes head first like that, guys land on him. Third and 1 right here. Let's see what we'll do. Speed option. Look at Devontae Booker when he finally has some room to run. Speed option, man. You rarely see a speed option in the NFL. DJ with the quarterback draw. Yeah, you got to run DJ, man. When you don't have any receivers, you just got to run them. Second and 7. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This dude DJ has my respect forever, man. No matter what happens, he got my respect, man. This dude is a football player. Like, talk about doing it yourself, man. Like, dude is a football player for real. Devontae Booker with the cutback. Look at Devontae Booker once you get him some space, man. I'm sick of the hate towards him, man. Yeah, he dropped the ball, but he has not had anywhere to run all year long. So this will be a 3rd and 5 right here. I mean, seeing that play definitely seeing that play, he just apparently we scored a touchdown. I looked at the chat. I shouldn't have looked, but seeing that play from Daniel Jones definitely energized that offense. Dante Pettis, touchdown. There you go. What is going on, people? What is going on? I mean, Dante Pettis, he's got to catch that ball. After DJ caught that errant throw from him. No, he wasn't down. He wasn't down, Max. He wasn't down. No part of his body touched down at all. Oh, he might be down, man. This is ridiculous. Man, how can Pettis do this to people, man? How can Pettis do this to DJ after he made that catch for him? Can we just get a touchdown for DJ, man? How many times are we going to rob? Like, how many times are we going to have touchdowns just robbed away from him, man? Oh, man. I mean, we're going to run the ball and we'll probably score, but it just stinks that DJ won't get the touchdown pass. It just stinks, man. Like, he got the worst luck for actually, getting credit for drives that he really commanded. Oh man, they're probably going to overturn this. I mean, it looks like his calf hit the ground. And then yeah, he doesn't know. I see them laughing on the sideline about that catch. They confirmed it. It's staying. Thank you for at least giving them that touchdown, man. All right. Yeah, Max is ahead of all of us. All right, so we're up what? It'll be 12-3 going into the fourth. Yeah, it's hard to say though. We should be, but we aren't, and the season is pretty much over. So that's how it goes. When you can't execute, I mean that counts for something. If we were supposed to be 4-3, we'd probably be 4-3, but we couldn't execute when we needed it the most. One thing I will say is that Dexter Lawrence offsides thing, he wasn't offsides. We should have won that game. Like, was he not supposed to try to get as much pressure as he can to try to block the field goal? He was definitely on sides. The league admitted it. So that game should have gone to us, but it didn't. Um, I don't know what you mean by this, but hey, either way, like I said, Lawrence was not offsides. So could possibly have been what 3-2, 3-3. Well, you're probably watching it on the actual broadcast, so and that might be it too that you're that close to MetLife. That idiot caught the ball before it went out of bounds. They could have gotten the ball at the 40-something yard line. They could have gotten it their 40-something yard line. All right, Sam Darnold 1st and 10. Nice pressure coming from Leo. Leo's been getting pressure. McKinney should have caught that. That would have been a tough interception to make, but he had a shot at it. Definitely had a shot at it. Giants defense is playing pretty well, but again, they're playing against a horrible, I mean, injured, battered offensive line. Leo is dominating this left tackle, has been all game, and Ojolari at times has been kind of dominating that right tackle, Taylor Moton. Sam Darnold again, 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. DJ Moore across the middle into the slot, back out, kind of like a shuttle pass. Great. Nice tackle by Dory Jackson. He got stiff arm, but only gave up a yard. Third down here, 3rd and 9. Sam Darnold looks like he's limping around a little bit. He's definitely hurt from that Peppers tackle a little bit earlier. Back into the huddle. We're definitely looking for DJ Moore right here. We're looking at Robbie Anderson. One of those two are probably where they're going to go. Hubbard is probably an option, but I don't see him out there. 3rd and 9. Dory Jackson playing a little far off. They're going to hit one of those guys underneath. Sam Darnold out. There's a hole. Won't get any yards out of that. Looks like there was a hold, though. So they'll have a shot at either staying on 4th and 9 or making them go for it on 3rd and 19. Yeah, I got tickets for like $210 a ticket, and I think those same tickets are going for 139. So, yeah, crazy stuff happened. Lost a lot of value. They can win some games. I wonder if they'll go back up. I don't know. I guess they never were like really had to take the tickets down last year because we were in that race, pretty much in the division race all year. And now they're putting Pettis back there to return that punt. Pettis was somebody I wanted to see return punts last year. And the stadium is still half empty. Yeah. I think this was the game too that they were passing out like all the Carolina Panthers comic book, Panthers Giants crossover comic books that were supposed to be limited edition. and people didn't even want those. So, oh man, look at Jamar Chase doing this thing, man. Jamar Chase is an animal, man. And I was like, listen, I hate to continue to go back to it, man, but Jamar Chase has completely done exactly what I thought he would do. Once the Cincinnati Bengals decided they did not need to draft Penei Sewell and actually get the guy who's got all the chemistry in the world with their young quarterback. We play the Chiefs next week. If we can get Kadarius Toney against the Chiefs the way they've been playing, we actually have a shot. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. They're still the Chiefs. We're still the Giants. So, somebody said that Joe Burrow got carried. That's funny. I mean, Odell played at LSU in 2013. So, yeah, it makes no sense at all. Joe Burrow was in like what, middle school or high school? Probably high school in 2013, but he definitely was not at LSU. Horrible punt. Horrible punt again by the Panthers punter. That guy got to go for them. Panthers are not playing well at all. They look bad. All right, 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones in this Giants offense. Again, you'll probably get another max protect look right here. Play action. Evan Ingram wide open. If he makes a guy miss, he would have had some more yardage, but picks up 8. I don't know why I saw someone on Twitter saying the Giants run it every first down. I mean, they've been running a ton of play action. Look at Jamar Chase, man, doing his thing, man. That dude is a monster. I love it, man. I love the Bengals doing their thing, stepping up. I called it. I said they will be great this year, and they're doing their thing. Now let's see if the Giants can do something. Look at Devontae Booker giving them some space again, picking up a first down. Robbie Anderson. I'm not even worried about who's in that offensive line. I just don't even want to pay attention to it. Pretend that everything is okay there because the Giants offense is doing pretty well. So now we have our third string left tackle in. Third string left tackle in here. Now they move Solder back over to left tackle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can we get through the rest of this game without, turning into a disaster? Definitely got to move the pocket. That throw was a little bit errant. I think he probably had a shot at getting it to Slayton right there. Looks like Matt Parrott, they're looking at his hand or something. But I just see all these tackles as bad either way. I just see these guys as all bad players either way at tackle right now. So I mean, how bad can it get? If DJ had been able to get a second more in the pocket, that'd be a touchdown. Couldn't step into that throw. Third and 10 here, just across midfield again. We've been spending all day in Panthers territory. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Looks like a timeout. Joe Judge takes a timeout on a third and 10. We better have something good that we're dialing up for this third and 10, or else we just wasted a timeout. Because if this is one of those plays we're running a draw or we're, pretty much mailing it in, and that timeout was completely useless. Meaning that if we are in a third and one or fourth and one, we need to be going for it because you just wasted a timeout if we're not. It looks like they're taping up Matt Parrott's fingers. All right, third and 10 here. Looks like they're in a cover two shell. Moving the pocket again. Pattis is a yard short. Pettis is a yard short. I want to go for it. Let us go for it. I want to go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, man. Let's go for it. You just wasted a timeout. If we can just get a field goal out of this, I feel really good about this game. Let's go for it. Okay, they're going to get a field goal. Fourth and one, 53-yard attempt. I like it. Get some points. Gano. Down the middle. Easy money. 15-3. This means that the Panthers are 2 scores down. Meanwhile, Tua throws another interception. Yeah, I didn't understand I didn't even realize we were that close. So I have no problem with kicking that field goal right there. Hearing reports that PJ Tucker might be in. PJ Walker. Is PJ Tucker. Isn't that a basketball player? I mean, I know that's a basketball player, but is he also is there also a quarterback named PJ Tucker? Oh, PJ Walker for the Panthers. Okay. PJ Walker is pretty decent. I mean, I'm not sure he's than that much different than Sam Darnold. He's going to move around more. PJ Walker is in a quarterback. You said Pettis got it? From what I saw, it didn't look like Pettis got it, but hey, Jimenez did something. Yeah, you broke it, man. Broke the news. PJ Walker was definitely lighting the XFL up. Jimenez swatted a pass. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, he might have gotten it, but I wouldn't challenge it there. They already had used the timeout right before that. Just go ahead and take your field goal. You're confident in your kicker. Because if they don't overturn that, you're down 2 timeouts and it's a close game. So I'm not mad at that. His pass rush is coming through. Dexter Lawrence gets held again. His DJ Moore, but that's coming back because that was 100% holding. This Giants pass rush is taking over against this backup Panthers offensive line. Both of these lines are in bad shape. I just would tell you that the Giants did a better job game planning to hide their offensive line than the Panthers did. Now it doesn't show up with the sacks, but Dexter Lawrence has caused now 2 holding penalties. I think we got what 2, 3 sacks. Oh, Dexter's always getting there. He's too big. You can't block him with one man. Every time he ends up 1-on-1 against somebody, they're gonna have to hold him. And Robbie Anderson drops another pass. They're on a 3rd and 20 now. Yeah, that was a tough catch. Robbie Anderson wasn't going to make that. 3rd and 20 here. Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence with a sack with one arm. He's doing the sack dance. Yeah, they're going to punt it right here. And if the Giants offense can get any points, that's ball game. Now, this wasn't a perfect situation. This was not a perfect situation. I'm not going to get too excited here because we always have a chance to mess this up. This wasn't a perfect situation as far as the Panthers coming into this game. They've been playing bad football. They have been. Look at Pettis going out of bounds. Okay, yeah, they've been playing bad football, and they have a ton of injuries just like we do. But guess what? We got a bunch of injuries too. We called a pretty good game on offense, only giving up 3 points so far on defense. Now we got this entire fourth quarter. Let's wrap it up here. Now we got to stop with these penalties on these punt returns, though. We score some points here, that makes it really tough for them to come back. Right now, it's a two touchdown kind of game they got to get. Yeah, field goal should end it. That's true. Field goal should end it. But of course, I want to get into the end zone, man. Again, like I give people credit when they do great things, and Jason Garrett has called a great game. Called a great game, man. Like, I mean, moving the pocket when Corey Cunningham goes in, a ton of RPO to hide that offensive line, ton of play action, a couple of options, a couple of, a speed option, quarterback draw, kept the defense off balance so far this entire game. So, I mean, I give credit when it's due. I'm not going to come out and blindly hate. Joe Burrow just threw an interception. Oh, man. Come on now. Jason has been the best coach on the Giants so far. For this year, Jason Garrett has been the best coach. Now, it hasn't been like tremendous, but he's been the best coach. We check out my fantasy teams. All right, Giants offense will take the field at what, the 40, 39, something like that. Sam Darnold has 2 fantasy points. Play action again. That did not look good. Colin Johnson looked really slow on that one, man. Lost the yard, but the clock is moving. What do they call that? I couldn't tell what penalty that was. Another play action. Look at Booker, man. I mean, bullying out 4 yards right there. That defense is really starting to look scared of DJ getting out to that edge. Shotgun, DJ again. Look at Devontae Booker getting some holes and look at him moving a pile, man. I'm telling you guys, if you give Devontae Booker anywhere to run, he's usually getting it done. Now we're on the 3rd and 1 here. That was a beautiful pull by Matt Score. 3rd and 1 here. Eli Penny, he's going to fight for it. First down. I cannot believe the Giants came out and played like this today, even against a hampered team. It's still shocking to me. Nate Solder misses his block. Yeah. DJ pretty much threw that ball away. I don't know why Evan Ingram was out of bounds. I understand like your route is to run, bail to the sideline, but no one's around. You just kind of stop, give the quarterback a place to throw the ball, and then you can go back inside and try to get some more yards. So I think this will be third down right here. Oh, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back in the shotgun, Eli Penny right beside Daniel Jones. Another option, Eli Penny picks up 2. Third and 9 here. Right to John Ross. You know he's going to pick that up. Hold on to the football, man. Hold on to the football. That's all you got to do now. Here we go. I knew that ball was going to John Ross as soon as that play started. I knew exactly where that ball was going. Nice little play. Let's run a play action and take a shot at the end zone here. Let's just run a quick play action and take a shot at the end zone. Hand off to Eli Penny. We lose 3, man. Running this football is hard. Why are we running outside kind of runs with Eli Penny? Patrick Mahomes looks like he is injured. That could be news for next week. Never want to see a player like that get hurt, but he could be out next week against us. Kansas City's just played a horrible game today, though. Rolling out DJ to the left. That ball was a little bit errant. It'll be 3rd and 12. Third and 12 here. I don't see the Giants picking this up, but we're running clock. Hopefully we can get in the field goal range. Oh, we're already in field goal range. So yeah, we're just running clock. Hopefully we don't go too conservative here on 3rd and 12. I still want to have a shot at picking it up, but they're just going to run it. And I mean, I guess I can't be too mad, but I would have liked for them to try to get the first down. But they're just going to take the field goal, and that pretty much kind of ices the game, especially when they got their backup quarterback. You don't want to take any kind of unnecessary risk there when you're up 12 points. You kick it, you'll be up 15 points. Now they got to, get a touchdown, get another one, get a 2-point conversion just to tie the game. 44 yards, right down the middle. Here we go. Graham Gano back doing what he does best, kicking field goals, making them 18-3. I'm going to conservatively say that that's ball game. Yeah, that's a done deal right there. Um, I think the defense played well. They actually tackled a lot better today. Yeah, there was a couple of really bad plays by the quarterback, but I would say that I would give the defense a lot of credit for today. They played well. I mean, anytime you only give up 3 points in the NFL, doesn't matter what you're playing, who you're playing against. That's an accomplishment. That's definitely an accomplishment. I'm kind of disappointed in Joe Brady. I mean, as an LSU guy, I would have thought Joe Brady would have done a better job uh, with this game plan. I mean, he really didn't give his offensive line any help, and Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence are pretty much dominating this game. All right, 2nd and 10 here, 5:49 left. PJ Walker out in the shotgun. Sam Darnold out with the knee injury. Ojolari coming around the corner, really getting into it, man. This is how it looks when your defense is able to tee off on the quarterback. Ojolari looking nice, man. And I guess the next play he got a sack. Ojolari is looking like a rocket coming off the edge. Yeah, anytime your offensive line has Michael Jordan starting on it, man, it's not much that I expect. Oh yeah, Ojolari didn't get blocked right there, and yeah, he's gonna get the sack. Aziz is doing his thing, man. Another 2 sacks this game. I'm sure a lot of people expect him to have like 5, 6 sacks on the entire season. Looks like he's at what, 5 already? They're giving him 1.5 sacks. So yeah, 4.5 sacks already. And the way he's playing against Taylor, I mean, not Taylor Moton, but Brady Christensen, Ojolari might have a shot at another couple of sacks today. 4th and 16, PJ Walker, empty set. Ojolari again not getting blocked. PJ Walker's going to take off, throw it short, and the Giants will take over on downs. Yeah, let's get in the end zone right here just for the confidence, man. I'm not sure if Patrick Mahomes is actually going to miss next week, and our offense needs to go into next week hot. Getting Tony back, getting Shepard back, hopefully, maybe getting Kenny Galladay back next week. It will be good to go into that game hot, man. I do not want to see us getting blown out. I mean, today, if you ask me the summary of this game, the Panthers have gotten out coached. They've gotten out coached from start to finish. And apparently we look at that cutback by Devontae Booker and an easy walk-in touchdown. 20. I cannot believe this, man. 25-3, we're gonna go up. Yeah, it's definitely a great game, man. 25-3, the Giants are up against the team that I thought may blow us out. Shepard is going crazy. Beautiful pull again by Mascara. That's something I've noticed he's doing really well. When they get him on the move, good things are happening. Will Hernandez threw that dude in the dust. And look what happens. Like I said, anytime you give Devontae Booker somewhere to run, guess what? He actually does something with the ball. When he's getting hit 2 yards in the backfield, he's not going to be able to do what he does best. Now let's see this Giants defense tee off again. Let's collect some sacks. Panther fan here. We ain't about that life. Don't let this fool you. We're a terrible team. We have been for some time. I know the Panthers are banged up. They've been playing some bad football lately. Again, I mean, I'm not going to go crazy celebrating just because, like I said, both teams are banged up. Both teams are injured. It's all about who really just comes to play. I just think today the Panthers got really, they got outcoached. They really got outcoached. The Giants could not block the Panthers front the entire game. So they ran a bunch of RPOs, they ran a bunch of read option, they ran a bunch of misdirection just to keep that Panthers pass rush under control. And the Panthers did none of that to protect their quarterback. They did none of that to protect their quarterback, and the Giants pass rush was able to pretty much do whatever they want. They took Ozolari out of the game. I don't know why, but they got Zimenez in there, Roche in there. I think they just took their starters out pretty much. Their most valuable edge rushers. Yeah, appreciate that, Richard. I mean, I think the Panthers are going in the right direction. A lot of people don't like Sam Darnold over there, but he might. Oh, Darnay Holmes had a shot at a pick six, but a lot of people don't like Sam Darnold. I'm not sure if he's your guy, but I think overall the Panthers are headed in the right direction. Come on, man. You can't be hurting guys. Is Logan Ryan hurt? Oh, that's a Dory Jackson. McKinney is starting to get a little bit more aggressive. That's a good thing, but we don't want guys getting hurt like that at the end of the game. Yeah, there's a couple of quarterbacks there that'll be there, maybe even outside of the top 10 or at the. Oz Hilari got another hand on PJ Walker right there. But yeah, they could very well have Matt Corral. They might have a shot at Malik Willis. They might have a shot at one of those guys. Yeah, Ozolari is living in the backfield going up against Brady Christensen. Dexter Lawrence was getting held there again. Adoree Jackson dropped the interception. Fourth down here. Ozolari, picks up a first down. Ozolari almost had a shot at that sack, but PJ Walker just ran for that first down. I don't care if we give up a touchdown here, Max. It's all garbage time. The game's over. Our starting defense isn't on the field, so I mean, we took off Leo. We took Leo off the field. So yeah, it's the game's over. If Darnay Holmes was an inch taller, that would have been a deflected ball. Roche turned the corner pretty nice right there too. Yeah, Walker's out of breath because he hasn't played in forever. I mean, he's probably in game shape, but it's different when you're actually in there, in a 2 minute situation kind of thing. Yeah, McKinney drops a ton of interceptions. McKinney drops a ton of interceptions. I mean, what can you do? He had two last week or two weeks ago, but it doesn't really matter if you can't get it when you need it. McKinney every couple plays is throwing his head up in the air because he could have had an interception. Okay, yeah, it was last week. Okay, they put Leo back on the field. Oh man, they put Leo on the field. Um, they put Austin Johnson out there, I think, and Austin Johnson just like teed off. That wasn't even Leo. That was Austin Johnson. 4th and 10 here. It looks like Aziz is going to call a game, even though it's already been called. But it looks like he's going to be the one that wraps up. All right, Leo on the field here, right beside Aziz. Aziz turns the corner, doesn't even get touched, and gets his what, fifth and a half sack of the season. And that's going to do it. We'll just probably run a couple runs, maybe punt it back to him, but that's ball game. That is ball game. So we'll just probably turn around and hand this off. Eli Penny back to the line. Remember, we got Aziz in the second round in the same draft that we got Kadarius Toney. Another handoff to Eli Penny, picking up 3-4. 159. The Panthers aren't using their timeouts. That'll go to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, we traded back in the second. Good point. We traded back and still was able to get what I thought was a two, top three edge rusher in this draft. I mean, he definitely has a chance to be the best edge in this draft. Being honest with you, I mean, you got Jalen Phillips, you got a couple other guys, you got Owe, but I mean, Aziz has a chance to be the best edge out of this draft, and we got him back kind of towards the back of the second round. Super Bowl run, not yet, not yet. We beat the Chiefs next week. Still not yet because they're banged up and they're playing bad. But anything is possible. I don't know about a Super Bowl run, but nothing is ever off the table, especially when you're dealing with a team as weird as the New York Giants. I'm not going to get too high on this. I already knew that the Panthers were banged up. I expected them to still beat us, which kind of makes me feel like we're not the worst team in the league because we came up with a bunch of backups in key spots and won this game. But it really just showed that, our defense stepped up. The defense made tackles when they needed to make some. Oh, yeah, Rousseau looked way better than what I thought he'd be. But I also said that if he was going to do something, it'd be on the Bills, and it'd be in a 4-3 defense. That's why I didn't want him on our team, because I wanted him in a 4-3 defense, and he's looking pretty good there. Look at Eli Penny running off tackle, picking up a first down, and that's going to do it, man. That's going to wrap up the game. I cannot believe it. Tua has gotten his team a lead with 2 minutes left. The Falcons stink. Yeah, the Giants will just nail this ball out. The Panthers won't use any timeouts. And people, that is going to be a wrap. What I'm going to do is probably try to get some people on here, see how that works out. But I'm definitely going to have to get my post game vid up. I just started a new job, so I haven't been able to do the pre games the last 2 weeks. But I'm going to try to get back into that schedule. I recorded literally on stream a post game video for last week. I just never got to edit it and upload it. And that is ball game 25-3. And the last time we beat somebody by more than 22 points was 2012 at the end of the 2012 season versus the Eagles when Ruben Randall and David Wilson, I'm pretty sure those two, Ruben Randall and David Wilson, one of those, Ruben Randall and somebody else had 2 big days, literally at the end of a meaningless season. So that shows you how bad of a boat we've been in. The Patriots have 54. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, they're playing against the Jets backup quarterback. Once you get into like the Jets backups, man, like that's not looking good. Look at the Bengals with 41-17 up on the Ravens. Jamar Chase, 10 targets, 8 receptions, 201 yards, and a touchdown. CJ Ozama, 3 for 3, 91, and 2 touchdowns. T. Higgins, 15 targets, 7 catches, 62 yards. The Bengals put a hurting on the Ravens. Falcons with the ball back to ice the game against the Dolphins, down by 1 point. All they need is a field goal. Patriots up, as you said, 54-13. Mac Jones has 2 touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne has 1 touchdown. Damian Harris has 2 touchdowns. Another J.J. Taylor, I think it is, 2 touchdowns for him. Pretty much dominated this entire game. I mean, they destroyed the Jets. You put in, I still don't know the dude's name. Mike White. There we go. Mike White. You put him in there, and it turned into a disaster. Titans beat the Chiefs 27-3. Packers beat Washington. They're about to beat Washington 24-10, pretty much. Yeah, that's what we're looking at for the first slot of games. But thank you all for hanging with me. I know this has been a crazy season so far. I'm going to get me something to eat. Then I'm going to make this post game video. And if I see the interest of it, if I see some people with some time, we'll try to do a quick stream just to talk about the game in a couple of hours or in an hour and 30 minutes, whenever it happens. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the games. And definitely check out. I'll probably have a video out in the next hour, at least. But yeah, thanks for hanging with me. Finally got a win of 22. How long have we been waiting for the Giants to finally blow somebody out? It's been forever. So it feels good, and I'm gonna have fun.